Page 28, smooth as silk. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats, so it's either in C major or A minor. Well, look at the end. Last couple measures were here and here. Sounds A minor to me. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's got some interesting rhythms going on. I'm going to talk about this one hand at a time. Right hand at the beginning, your thumb's on A. A rest. You come in on the and of 1. 1 and 2 and 3, because the D's tied. The 4 and 1 and. If I take out the tie and play all the notes, it's this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then to put the tie in, I'm just hanging on to the note instead of playing it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and. Now I can make this easier for you, and we'll just swing the eighth notes and the triplets will fall in line, but I want to challenge you because it's important you get the idea of being able to play duple and triple. Duple is just a straight 1 and 2 and. Triple is triplets, 1 and a 2 and a. And you have to be able to go back and forth at any time. And this is a good exercise in that. So in that second measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 type thing. So that's why I'm encouraging you to, this is a little harder approach at learning this, but it'll pay off a lot in the future. So that second measure, 1 and rest and 3 and 4. You just bring the second finger down. Second line's the same as the first. Let's go to the third line. You got to come up here. Fourth finger, 1 and 2 and see, it's got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because the triplet's can appear anywhere. And then the fingering, watch this fingering. 1 and 2. They're saying fourth finger. You don't have to. You can stay here and use third finger. But if you do, bring the second finger down for the A. You need the second finger on the A. Whether you use fourth finger or third finger on the C is up to you. You decide. Pick one and stick with it. So it's, again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And even in the second measure, you don't have to use third finger there. You're here, just stay here. Use second finger. That's fine. You'll have to move so far to go to the next measure because it's fourth finger again. I mean, you use fifth finger on it too in it, but that's fourth. That's fine. Here. And then this last measure of that line, that chord, that is a G sharp, a C, and an E. Well, that sounds good, don't it? Oh. Awfully early in the morning for this one. So the last two measures of the third line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And it's a 2, 4, 5 there. I use thumb again. It's similar to what you had at the top, except we're higher up. So rather than down here, we're up here. There's also thumb. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and. Now they're saying fifth finger on that A, and that A is tied for a few measures. So you're just going to hold it down while you're doing other things. And you need fifth finger on it, so that's good. Just crunch up and play it. And then hold it down as you play the E. I don't care which finger you use. They say third, I can use second, doesn't matter. And then here, because you got to rest. So you got time to here. And then thumb, this is the last line. And then I cross over for the C. Connect these. All the time you're holding the A down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and rest. Then the chords at the end are the C, G sharp, and B. Gotta love it. It's just left hand. Not bad at the beginning of half notes. You can handle that. Let's go to the third measure. During the rest, you reach up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Again, take out the ties. So those two measures, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I got 3 A's in a row. And then you just tie the first 2 A's together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. You get that rhythm in a few places. Second line, come down here. Don't care which finger you use, doesn't matter, because in the third measure you got that thing again. Except now it's thumb, because you're going to go down. Now, I suggest, if possible, that you end the second line with 5th finger on the E. So if you want, you could start it rather than a thumb on the A, you can put the second finger on. That way you're in position. And in the third line, I recommend a 4, 3, just reach up, 2, 1. So I got it all. I got all those notes in one hand position. And that's what I'm recommending. And then second measure, 4th finger. The 4th finger's on it, why not use it? Then thumb. I do 4th finger on the A, out of habit. And then you do that some more. Let's go down to the last line. Well, it's the last measure of the 4th line. You're 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and rest and. It's the same rhythm as you have in the right hand, but that last line, I want to talk about that. Second measure, your third beat, thumb. They're saying 4th finger on the A, and then substitute the thumb for it. The idea is you want thumb on the A so you can reach the A at the bottom. The last note is an A, is here. However, you don't have to play the A with 4th finger. Here, you're here. Why not just play it with the thumb? Just scrunch up and play it with the thumb. Or, if you want, reach down and play the G with 4th finger, and then it's easier to reach the thumb. So there's other ways of doing this. I don't like that. There's times when you have to do finger substitutions. We do a lot of finger substitutions, no problem. But there's no point in doing it when you don't have to. That's my point, unless it's an etude or something. So I would suggest 4th finger on the G and thumb on the A, and you're in position. Now put the hands together. So at the beginning, very slowly. You're just trying to get these hands to work together with the rhythms, because each hand has a different rhythm. Here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. The idea? Second line is very similar. Let's go to the third line. Your hands are here and here. Oh, this will be good, huh? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then the next line is similar to, the rhythm is similar to what we've already had, and then the last line. Well, let's start with the last measure, the 4th line here, where you have an A, and then you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. So that is on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and. You work that out and then gradually speed it up. No hesitations. No, and right now I'm playing it all legato. I'm just trying to get the notes and the fingering to work together. You get the idea? So the whole thing, however you take it at your speed. And once you have that okay, then we can put in the articulation. There's slurs and staccatos, and they're different for each hand, so you have to be careful here. You may have to go back and do one hand at a time again for a bit. So that's a staccato. Don't accent it because it, just staccato. Now that E is not staccato, so it's not short. Chords accented and staccato, not slight wrist staccato. If you have to, you can use arm because it's fortissimo. You don't really need accents on a fortissimo chord. It's silly in my opinion. Just play them very loud and short. It's like, wake them up. And then it's pretty much the same. The last line, the last, three measures or so here. These are staccatos, but they're not accented or nothing. This is actually fairly soft. I'll get to that in a minute, but just short. Here, wrist staccato there. Dynamic-wise, it's moderately loud. It's the part with the eighth notes. Whoever has eighth notes going on, that's the part you want to hear. Keep everything else under it. So here. Crescendo at the end of the second line, you're going to go up just a little bit to loud. You went from moderately loud up to loud is all. And now you're going to crescendo up to very loud for the chords. Don't get very loud until the chords. So save most of your crescendo for the last beat or two of that measure. And then the third line you're loud, and then at the end you're coming back down. It's moderately soft. You're just ending it softly. Now, speed-wise it says suave. However, you have to consider that we're going to swing these eighth notes. We're going to play them in this a jazz style. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You feel it. So it's on only the eighth notes, nothing else. And even 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 1 and rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and how fast, it depends on your suave. How fast do you think this? It's not a fast piece. They give a metronome a 126. I think might be a little on the fast side, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that how I did it? It's about twice what we do in the play with me. Usually it's 1,000, 2,000, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. You have to be careful on going fast when you swing the eighth notes because then it makes the short note too short. You're fighting it. So slow it down a little bit. Just get into the music and feel it. Now, I would like to play this with you very, very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. So I'll give us 4 counts. So let's just go really, really super slow. You can do it one hand at a time with me for a while if you need to. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and rest in. and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and rest and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and